Today I'm going to turn this flower bed into a fire pit. Soil's all depleted in it. Nothing really grows. It's kind of in the way. It's kind of weird how they did this backyard with the sidewalk, and then they put these pavers as, I guess, like a trail for the golf cart to get to the golf course, which is right behind me. So yeah, I'm seeing if there's pavers up underneath here. I don't know. I've never dug to the bottom. I didn't find any, so now I'm just digging all the way around the perimeter of it. A lot of roots. Found a lot of bulbs. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of roots. Here I'm still looking for pavers at the bottom. Never found any. Well, I hauled the dirt out. Took it over to the garden. And I can see why things didn't grow in here, because it was really depleted soil. Probably been here since the 70s. There's one of the bulbs I dug up out of there. So yeah, after I dug all the way around the edges, it was just wheelbarrow load after wheelbarrow load. I think it was about 15 of them. But again, the weather's nice. You can see I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. It's just will not get warm here in Idaho. I still don't think we've had a day over 85 degrees. Just a lot of work. But it went smooth. It's not real hard dirt, and it was already broke up and put in there at some other point. Yeah, I got it all dug up out of there, hauled over to the garden. I'm going to mix it with some mulch, turn it back into decent usable soil again. Oh yeah, here's where I found a little St. Peter idol. People put in their yard to help sell the house. Thought that was kind of cool. I found a lot of old stuff and digging out those trees and digging out this bed. Old golf balls. I found an old Frisbee that said, "Just say no." Must have been from the 80s, from the Reagan era. This house was built in 78. So some of these beds are pretty old. Why I'm going so slow. Get back to work, Tom. Pick up the pace again. Let's get it done. There we go. You got a lot of dirt to move, my man. So yeah, just digging and moving dirt. Lots and lots of loads. But it was fun. Good day. The son came out to check it out. Say hello. Yeah, I gotta guess you could probably count, but I think probably about 15 loads of dirt I had to dig up out of here. Making a dent now. Remember, I turned 60 this year. No spring chicken. You don't want to know what I just did right there. I was singing and dancing. All right, keep digging, keep digging. Let's get it done. I kind of bit off more than I probably wanted to chew today, but that's okay. You can sit around and complain about stuff, or you can just roll up your sleeves and get her done. Once I started hauling dirt, it went pretty easy. Just kept digging, kept doing it, getting it done. Remind me to put some music in here for you guys to listen to. So yeah, I cleaned it up with a string trimmer. Blew it off. I think that's about all I did for today. You'll probably see me wearing something different here. I think this was Monday and then Tuesday. Did the rest. Okay, day 2. So yeah, I've got all these pavers underneath my lawn here, 2 rows of them. And I think I want to tear those out and put them in the fire pit. Right there. So that's how I'm going to torture myself today. I have no idea how deep these things are in here, how hard it's going to be to get them out. But it actually wasn't too bad. It was kind of hard on my little gardening tool. Didn't make it past the 4th one. And I broke it. Bent it all to shit. So listen, if you ever have to get pavers out of your lawn, the best way is just a standard shovel. You just dig it in there and they kind of pop right up. These were old school pavers though, very thick. Like an old school 2x4. It's really truly 2 inches thick. So yeah, I dug up about 30 of them. Figured that would be enough. And then I got some of the soil that I got out of the pit and I mixed it with some fertilizer and then filled in these holes where I pulled out these pavers. I put the grass back on top, and I'm glad to have them out of there personally. Again, it was kind of a weird design. Why you would have the sidewalk going around that would be wide enough to ride a golf cart on out to the golf course, but then put these pavers in too. You know, pavers were probably a nickel in 1978, so there's that. And I moved them. Heavier than your regular pavers, too. These were old school muscle car pavers. I'm cleaning out the pit and I'm going to make me a batch of dirt to put in those holes. So yeah, I'm digging up as much dirt as I can. taking it down as deep as I'm gonna go. And I went and got the wheelbarrow, filled it up with dirt from the garden, got me some good dark garden dirt. And that's where I'm at right now. That's some fertilizer I put in there. And then yeah, I just filled in those holes where the pavers came out. And I tried to put a little mound because I know it's gonna, as I water it, it's gonna settle in. So I put a little mound of dirt on each one. And then I, carefully kind of put the grass back where it was best I could, watered it real well. But I'm sure it's gonna come right back. I mean, after all, that grass that was growing on top of the pavers was doing fine. So yeah, and I found out that pavers like these are about $6 a piece now. So that saved me a lot of money. Didn't cost me a dime to do this whole project, really. Just time and effort. So now I'm kind of getting the pit ready to put down my first couple of pavers. And yeah, I could have done a really excellent job. I could have taken out all the stones around it and made me a big paver square and then put the stones back down on top of it. But I just didn't want to do that much. So I just smoothed it out in there the best I could. And it made me a row of pavers all the way across. And then just kind of used that to put in the other ones. And I'm very, very happy with how it came out. Yeah, I have some gaps because the pavers are square and it's a circle. But I'm not worried about that either. It's just a fire pit, and I wanted the pavers just to make it easier to scoop out the ashes with a flat shovel. So yeah, got them in there. Best I could, as many as I could. And yeah, I guess I could, if I could figure out how to bust them in half, I could put smaller pieces in those gaps. But I had plenty of rocks laying around, so I just put rocks in the gaps. And I'm pretty happy with it. I ran out pavers, so I went over here and pulled out a few more. And I eventually will take the rest of them out. I just want to find something to do with them before I do. They're not hurting anything in the lawn. They've been there for 400 years. They can stay there another couple weeks. Yeah, I got the other 6 or 8 I needed. Finished her up. Tuck 2 more in up there, and again, if I could bust these things in half, I never even tried, but I could fill in all the gaps. And I just threw dirt on top, and the rocks that I had, and pushed them into the little gaps. And I'm perfectly happy with it. So another load of like this sandy dirt, that depleted dirt. Scraped it all in, a lot of little rocks and things. Filled in all the little cracks in between them so they're all like one solid piece. Maybe just a little bit more dirt just to fill in all those gaps. Yeah, compared to what it was, I'm really happy. Trying to work the dirt down into the little cracks between the pavers. I got out the garden hose and just turned it into a big mud pit. But that was great because I pushed down the pavers and made them all kind of even. So yeah, it worked out good. A 2-day project. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me make it. I have another one where I'm going to figure out some finishing touches on it. That's about what I did. I kind of stacked up some rocks. I set my little fireball on top of it. And yeah, it's basically good to go for a fire pit. I wouldn't say it was easy. I mean, it was some labor, but I'm glad it's done. Turned a flower bed that wouldn't grow anything but weeds into something I can now use. So yeah, I had some extra rocks from the old fire pit that's by the greenhouse, and I just stacked them up right there as kind of like a little backstop.